Hey guys, welcome back to Mantalk.ke. Thanks for coming back this week. Thanks for following on all of the socials. And thank you, Spotify, for giving us your space. Today is a very special day. We've got, for the first time, a singular guest in this studio. And it's because he carries his own. We're very excited to have a conversation with him. So what I always do is at this point in the podcast, I say, Oscar, tell the people who's here.
First of all, guys, I have to tell you, today we have the fantastically talented Mr. Sir, Senior, Igwe.
Don't stop there. Give me more.
Actor, musician,
that one.
designer,
That one.
fashionista, you know, TikToker, and all-round good vibes, nice guy, Stepz.
Man, trust me, we're live in the building, man. Steph was here. Yeah, I'm with the guys.
Yeah,
man. Welcome to the region.
Welcome to the building, Stepz.
Yeah, man.
How are you feeling right now?
I'm good. I'm happy. Yeah, I'm live. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be with you, man. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
That was bad. That was too free. Like,
No,
cute.
hey,
Like,
this
you
is
know, that was
positive.
cute. That was so cute. Like, I can't let myself seem like, you know when you chat to a girl, like you can't let. I have to seem tough. Like
We're gonna get into that.
We're gonna get into that.
we're getting into that. Okay, don't worry, it's calm.
So that was Stepz.
Yeah.
First question, we usually kind of just throw it at all the guests, everyone who sits in the chair. You sit on it so well. Guys, before I jump in, Stepz today, total Chad, walked into the studio fully clad in Montclair, 100%, head to toe.
No, man, this is my virgins.
Head to toe.
No, look, the jacket, like, I must have, it was an accident, innit?
Yeah,
It was an accident.
It's
It was one
the
of them
midweek
ones.
jacket. It's
Yeah.
just
No, I'm not even, like, I'm being 100%, that was an accident.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was an accident. still an
How?
accident.
Oh, what happened?
I must have found it on some bike, innit? Then I picked it up, I wore it, and I was like, yeah,
So
this
people
is
just
nice.
leaving Montclair around London.
Yeah, I definitely didn't buy it.
It's
Definitely.
interesting.
Yeah.
So today, this guy, he said he found it on someone's back laying idle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So first question we usually ask our guests whenever we sit on the chair, Stepz, is what's the most positive thing about you as a young man today?
The most positive thing about me is I see everyone the same as me. Like, I don't know. I just feel like we're all on the same level. Like, you know, youths here that are like they have like anger problems. Obviously, if you have anger issues, obviously,
Pray for you.
we pray for you. Like,
Yeah,
it's calm. But I won't ever be the type of guy to be like, let's say someone don't like something about me and they're my friend. I won't be like, oh, like, this is how I am. So, like, oh, I'm not going to say, oh, you have to do... Like, I'm not that guy. Like, if you have something that you don't like about me, if I mess with you and I see, like, you as someone that I love, then I'll change how I am for you. Like, not change how I am, but cater towards how you want me to be. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So I just feel like me with everyone, I just cater to everyone, innit? Like, that's something people love about me, and I feel like if you want me to see you as a person that I rate, don't try to be someone you're not. At the same time, be you, and I'll respect you for you. You get it? I feel like I see everyone on the same level. Like, I know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. One of the main cornerstones of this podcast and why we ask the questions, because we always talk about positive masculinity. That's why the podcast is called Mantalk. So I'm curious to know, when you were forming your identity as a man and somebody that can, go with his friends and adjust so that they feel comfortable, where do you sort of learn those virtues? Like, who implemented those virtues into you?
Yeah.
How did you learn that?
How did you learn to be so authentic and to be like just dealing with everyone at their level?
I feel like it's kind of like how I grew up in it. I don't think it's from a specific person, but it's from many individuals. Like, a lot of people man cross paths with as you grow up. Like, you pick up certain things from them that adapt your personality, innit? So like me, I've met guys that are from the hood. I've met guys that are not from the hood. I've seen both perspectives. So it's like I can now merge what I see as right and wrong. Take out the wrong, put in the rights, and then I'm just...
Yeah, except when you see Montclair.
He's not over it. He's not...
More time. Yeah, more time. You know what I mean? I hear it.
Yeah.
So I just want to follow up that question with just opening up into your upbringing, like how you grew up. Can you walk us through that? How do you think your upbringing specifically contributed to who you are today?
Obviously, like, all thanks to my mum, innit? Kept me kind of like on the right path. But it's just a thing where, as youths, you'll never know. Hey, listen. If you're a mother right now, yeah, let me let you. You don't know nothing about your child. I'll tell you this from now. You get me?
Yeah.
As much as you think you know.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a lot of like you might know some things in it. I'm not gonna say that they don't. You get it?
Yeah.
Obviously, you're a parent. Obviously, you hope to know something in it.
Yeah.
But it's a thing where more time you don't know nothing about your kid. You get it?
No, it's true.
They get home and they act a certain way because of the way you act towards them.
Mm-hmm.
I know if I get home at this time, my mom is going to get on my. Do you get it?
Yeah.
I know, like we know these things. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Like there's been times where I've come home, like, and I know, like, there's been times where I've come home 4 hours late, knowing that my mom's gonna whoop my ass. But it's a thing where I'm like, I'm ready to just take that 5 minutes of whooping and go sleep.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like,
Yeah. You've weighed the options.
What my parents think of me in the crib, they don't know nothing. A lot of like people only show what they want to show. If I want to show a side to the internet that I want to show, that's what they'll see. If I don't want to show a side to the internet that I don't want to show, they won't see it. Do you get it? It's like me being at home. If I want to show my mum that I'm a civilized person and I go to school every day, I'd never bunked in my life, then that's what she will believe. Do you get it? But at the end of the day, it's a thing where my upbringing was perfect, but because of the area and the people that I'm around, I'm not saying they're negative people, but they just made me realize a lot of things, innit? And for me to be the person I am today, I had to go through a lot of misleadings to know that, to be how I am. Does that make sense?
Yeah. You had to make the mistakes.
Yeah, I had to make mistakes to know that, like, man don't want that. Man wants to be like this. Do you get it? Obviously, if you get what I'm saying, then you get what I'm saying, innit?
Yeah.
But in terms of, like, if you know, like, if you're that type of person, you know what I'm saying, innit? But if you're not, I hear it. But yeah, I don't wanna dig too deep and let it be known. But it's just a thing where, like, as a kid, I was doing things that were not the greatest in terms of, like, being quite disobedient, innit? And then I started realizing that, like, that's not where I want to go. Do you get it?
Yeah.
But
How
that's
did you come to that realization?
I feel like when you get in trouble, for things and you go home and I don't know, it's like more time you get in trouble it's like God, innit? Like, it's God as well. It's a couple things still. That's one of them. God, 100%. Like God touched me in it and made man feel like like man needs to find something else to do in my life. Obviously, it doesn't need to be nothing like that I don't want to do. I can do what I find fun, and if it happens, innit? But yeah, like a lot of people's mentality in the hood is like, if you want me to go to school, I don't enjoy it, so I'm not gonna do it, innit? So that's just how I felt at the time. I just felt like I'm not good at school. Like, have you ever like tried to do something so hard, but then you get complained at it anyway?
Yeah.
Like that was me in school all
like
the
good
time.
intentions, but
you get it? Like I would try so hard, but it's like the like I'm not getting the results. So why am I gonna sit down and like try my best? Like, why am I gonna sit down and carry on trying to do that if it's not working for me, innit?
Yeah.
So man found something else. Like
that's interesting. You're talking about the schooling system, right? Because they say now in this day and age, a lot of people are doing jobs that they never thought they would do when they're in school, right? And you found a skill in comedy and a skill in influencing people in a positive way through comedy. But if you've mentioned, your group of friends that you said you're coming up with, and sometimes that kind of friction with disobedience, etc. How did you manage to say that this is who I am? I'm a funny guy, and I'm going to use this humor to now come away from maybe that lifestyle you were discussing there. Like, how did you find humor in all of that while you're struggling?
Hold on. Let's not get it twisted. I wasn't deep in it. Like, I wasn't. Man's never been no GM. Let's get that straight now. You get it? Man's never been no like GM. Like, it's never that. But it's just a thing where, like, bro, once you're like, bro, at the end of the day, most areas in London are the hood. If people want to say Croydon is not the hood, that's on them, innit? I personally think it is, innit? But it's not like it's not somewhere you grow up into. You're like, oh, wow, man's got money. Like, it's not that type of place, innit? You have to work for you have to work for what you want to become, innit? So it's like, cool. Obviously, like
It's more about that
It's not-
frustration you described. That frustration of like, maybe academically and in school, it wasn't something you were enjoying, but then you found
Yeah.
something that was comedy and found platforms like TikTok, Instagram that you
Yeah.
did enjoy, and now
100%.
you've honed in on that. So
100%.
when was that moment? How was that moment for
Yeah,
you?
it's not me. Okay, like what you said before,
Mm.
it's not me separating myself from my brethren, like that made it work.
Okay.
It's the fact that my brethren knew that I had something which made me get there.
So they supported when
Yeah.
they saw the talent. Amazing.
Like as long like my all my real friends in it,
Mm.
like they've never like most people. I promise you, most people will agree to this in it. They wanted to start TikTok at first or something. They'll get called wet. They'll get called this. They'll get called that. I promise you, the most like the most on brethren that I know personally at that time, or like the most like root like whatever what you guys would see it as is like bad child, innit? The baddest child that I knew was telling me, bro, do it. Like do TikTok, bro. I see you blowing.
Yeah.
Like he was telling me that, bro. Like he was telling me, do it. I know that you have a vision, like do it. And I was like, cool, raw, like man hears you. And I was like, nah. I used to say, nah, bro, it's wet. This, that. And then I eventually ended up doing it, innit? You get it? Because I already had those opinions of it, of TikTok through the internet. Because I already used to get, like, not mocked in it, but I used to dance in it. That's how I got the name Stepz in it. That's me trying to find another way for me to do something else.
Creative. Yeah.
Outside of
school.
Yeah.
So that's why I started doing dancing and that. Then I got the name Stepz in it. But like that wasn't doing as much for me.
I think it's a good name.
Yeah.
It's a very good. It's a very lit.
100%.
Yeah.
I wasn't getting as much from it. So he sold man raw like TikTok is the wave. Like do it.
So you're doing on Instagram before?
Yeah, like I was doing it on Insta, but I was
okay.
doing like small dance
Small
videos.
dances, okay.
But like not dance like hit like crumping and man don't crump fam.
Is your man on the floor?
And don't crump and that. Man just it's like it's something we call trend dancing. You get it? But yeah, man would do that and then it would get like good reciprocation and that. But like it's not like something that went viral. And then my friend was like, "Oh, you're funny. Like, do you TikTok innit?" Nah, I done it.
So how did you come up with the first one? Like the one that you knew? Is there a specific TikTok that you knew? This was the one that changed everything.
My first TikTok was just for fun. But it ended up getting like 200k.
Jeez.
For fun.
Your first one.
Yeah.
Was it this angle?
No.
Okay. Just had to make sure. Yeah.
It was just a random TikTok. It was like it was something to do with TFL.
Oh, nice.
Like bumping and that, innit?
Yeah.
And then that got like 200k. And then I was just looking at it like, this is not real. This is not 200k. Like, I was just looking at it like, this is fake. Like, it can't be real.
Right.
Yeah. And then I didn't understand the algorithm in it, so I used to think it's a thing where like you get 200k, you might have to wait a week and then post again. I wasn't trying to be anyone when that happened to me. I was literally just doing it for fun. And then
the best people often, huh?
Yeah. And then when I started deep in raw, like if I don't do something with my life now, this could go left. Like if I don't start doing something, like when I got to uni and I got to first year of uni, I read my first paper. I said, "What the hell is?" I said, "What?" I said, "Wow, what is this?" Did you get it? I said, "Brother, there's no way in life. I swear, I do not know what the hell this is."
What you studying?
Bro, I thought, I'm not making it past second year. I said, "Brother, there's no way." Did you get it? Man's all seen it now. I'm like, nah, cool. There's no way in life I can do this. You get it? So it's a thing where like man's looked at it now, and I'm like, raw. Okay, something needs to change. You get it?
And quickly.
You get it?
Before the next paper.
Before the next paper comes, you get it? So like raw, like man's all been like, I'm all looking at the people like raw and like these times, like I was just thinking, cool, what else can I do? I was like, I dance. I was like, cool, what man dances, right? I used to rap, but dancing, you dance to people's music. I was like, okay, cool, say nothing.
So wait, there's also rap. So you did dance and rap.
No, but I rapped back in the day. But everyone would tell me like, raw, Stepz, you sound different and that. But I never wanted to be a rapper. I'll state that from now. Like, I've never ever aspired to be a rapper or rap.
Yeah.
Like from when I was a kid, I've always even said to my hey, you can ask any of the brethrens that I chat to now, they'll tell you Stepz always said he does not want to rap.
Yeah.
Like I always felt like I did not want to make music.
I won't lie, I really like UK drill.
Listen.
Yeah.
But you know it's all that stuff.
Yeah.
Literally it's lit. But I was like, I didn't want to rap at all, innit?
Yeah.
And then boom, like next thing you know, I was like, man dances to people's drill songs and that. I used to go to music videos, like couple groups and that, like 6, 7, whatnot, this, that, like Russ, like you get it. So I was like, cool. Let me actually dance to my own music. So I started practicing that, my rapping more every day, rapping. And then I was like, cool, I feel like I've got a sound now. So how can I promote this to the internet, innit? Like I was like, cool, like TikTok is popping. Let me start making comedy. Cause then again, I don't want to be seen as like a drill rapper. Like, I don't want to be seen as a bad guy. Like I'm not about that, innit? So let me just rap something. Like let me put a persona on, and if they like me, they like me. If they don't, they don't. Obviously, man's doing comedy. Obviously, this is after like the post that's blown before, like the one that my first video, the 200K one. Then I started doing green screens, and then they just started blowing. And then I was just like, rah, say nothing. Then I dropped my first freestyle, Eureka. I'm getting bare good comments and that, rah, this sounds different. Sound like new generalism. I'm thinking, rah, like, fair, say nothing.
Yeah.
And then it just went off in it. And then, even if you check my YouTube channel, I still do like dance videos to like my music videos.
Yeah.
So,
What do you think makes people drawn to you? Because a lot of people can decide, I want to dance. A lot of people can say they want to make comedy. But what is it about you? Because obviously you're doing things about TFL, relatable things.
Yeah.
But what's it about like you as Stepz that people watch, share, and resonate with? And is there a formula?
I feel like it's my personality. I feel like people can tell that I'm a certain way instantly. Like I'm not washed in it. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like
The authenticness.
yeah, like man's authentic, bro.
Yeah.
Like I don't like. Okay, no hate to anyone in it, but there's certain guys that will make content or whatever, and they'll try and make it seem like they will try and make it seem like they're from a place that everyone can relate to.
And they're not really from there.
Like they'll try and put on a persona. Like they'll say things like, "Oi, fam," like they'll put on it. Like they'll put it on.
You can see through. Yeah.
But like the youngers, like I'm part of the like youngers, so I know that that's not you. Like not that it's not you, but like you're not from here, bro. Like you are. Don't get twisted. We appreciate you. Thank you. Like you make me laugh every day. But it's like you're not actually. I feel like people just relate to man because they can see that I'm not trying to change for nobody, bro.
Yeah.
I will go to a news interview and speak how I speak now.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You will hear me say fam. You'll hear me say brother. You'll hear me say hubba. You'll hear me say Zach. I do not care.
You say hubba
what?
Hubba
Do you
what?
get it?
We're from Africa.
Sorry.
I don't
Hey.
swear.
Like my thing is, I don't care. I personally do
Amazing.
not care about what words that come out of my mouth. Do you
Yeah.
get it? Because at the end of the day, I'm not about to change myself for no person. Do you get it? This is how I grew up. This is how I am. Take me for who I am. If you're not about to do that, the door is there.
Where's the confidence come from, though?
Yeah.
Where does that come from? Because you can read comments online, and sometimes majority can be positive, but some might not be. But where does that confidence as I'm going to stay as me?
How do you?
Yeah, whichever room I go into.
I just feel like it's just a thing. Like it's a thing I learned from school. Like
School,
I used to lie a lot in like year 7 innit, and year 8 and that. So like I was trying to be someone I wasn't, just so I could be rated by other people. Do you get it? But then I got to a point where I was like, obviously everyone clocked my antics and that. everyone clocked my antics, and then I was getting a bit of brilliance here and there. I was like, yeah, cool, say nothing. Obviously, go through little stages. I was like, let me change a little bit.
It's called growth.
Yeah.
It's
I was like, let me change a little bit. Now I've changed. I've been how I am. Like I've been who I am, and I've said, you know what? I'm not gonna try to be nobody I'm not.
Yeah.
Accepts me for how I am and who I am.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. If you can't do that, the door's there. Like, I don't need you.
Yeah.
No offense. It's great to have people around you.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't need you.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
You have to have. Yeah.
I need God.
Yeah.
To get it.
Exactly. Preach.
The good points. I'm just very impressed by you. And the thing one of the things I'm most impressed by is how you very easily turn the wheel towards creativity. When things get difficult, I make music. When things get hard, I jump into rap. So for me, I just want to know, what's your creative process like, and how do you tap into that creativity so regularly?
Yeah.
My thing, it's on my emotion and how I feel, you know. Like, I've had a lot of fake brethrens, innit? So like, cool. I can't lie, I've had a lot of fake friends, a lot. Like, even now, I still have a lot of friends, innit? But I wouldn't say more so that they're fake, innit? I've learned to block out ones that are, and I'm not, or I cite the ones that are, and I leave them around, but it's like, show me that you are, like, but it's a thing where, like, I don't know how to explain it, like, man, just wait. Repeat it one more time so I can.
The process.
Yeah, the process, how you get so creative and how you unleash your creativity. Because every time things get hard, you make a rap song.
Oh yeah. So like, obviously, like how I feel emotionally is how I make music. So like, if I feel like there'll be times I'm angry, and or like upset, and I'll just put on a beat and I'll rap about how I feel. But obviously, I'll also remember that people like to hear bars. So it's like, I'm saying how I feel, but it's like, oh yeah, guys like bars in it. So like, I'll also implement bars.
Add some sauce. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, all the time I'm talking about how I feel. Like even in Pac-Man, like I'm saying I'm not like that. We're doing stuff for Pac-Man, man. Like that's all fun, whatever. But then I'm literally saying at the end of the day, like it's a jumpy song, but I'm literally saying
message.
I'm not like that.
Yeah.
But I'm always getting searched. Do you get it? Do you get it? Like even when like I'm saying on my verse, like I got bare virgins that I feel they just talk behind my back, think I'm fine with that, but I'll burn that bridge today. It's like man saying, like it sounds like a flow, it sounds jumpy. But I'm saying I've got bare bridges that are fake. They talk behind my back.
Yeah.
They think that I'm fine with that, but I'll burn the bridge. Like, do you get it?
Yeah.
I'm literally saying stuff of how I feel, but I'm just rapping it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
The currency that you're building up, though, like through all of this creative process, it does come with the fake people you're talking about. And I've felt the same thing coming up. You felt the same thing coming up. Yeah. And everyone has a different technique as to how they manage a big group of people. If someone watches your videos, there's a lot of guys in that video. There's a lot of friends in that video. I think Oscar was saying the first time he interacted with you.
The first time I really like
Stratford.
it was because we live like I'm gonna say like we come from the similar area.
Where did you see me? You saw me with
Stratford station when it was coming out. I was like, oh, that's the Stepz that we're gonna interview soon. And then like you were like with a lot of people. Especially
wait,
you.
You're just
leading.
You're trying to interview me from back then.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, there've been conversations.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there've been conversations.
Like so like we've because like we saw your videos and our team kind of led it up to us, and then I saw it, I was like, oh, that's the Stepz. And then I just saw how you were just like chilling, like ice.
Yeah.
Everyone around you.
Yeah.
I was like, that kid knows what he's doing.
Yeah. So I'm finding that with all of that noise, and obviously this is a career. Like this is work, and people are coming into your workspace. I know a lot of them are creatives as well. So how do you make sure that I'm going to be here, I'm going to deliver videos, I'm going to have fun, and at the end of the day, it's just you in the room posting that video? How do you get rid of the noise so you can still be on track with the career you're trying to build? Because I know you want to do things outside, like the shoes we'll get into. But how do you stay focused with all those people around you?
So like, are you saying like, how do I still have a life?
Yeah, life, a focus, and
how do you stay
get to your
focused?
goals? Yeah.
Oh, how do I stay focused on my goals?
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? I wouldn't really say it's a thing where I try to stay focused, because at the end of the day, you will focus on things that you love. Like it's not like I try to like if I'm hungry, I'm going to focus on food. You get it? Like
yeah.
And if I want to make a banger,
I will focus on the banger. If I want to make people laugh, I will focus on it's not like, oh, man's living life and I'm like, raw, like man needs to focus on this. It's just, bro, like I find this fun, and let me focus on it so I can do what I want in life. And obviously do what I find fun all the time.
Yeah.
When we were speaking, you're saying that one of the things why I'm talking about focus is we said one of the things you want to do. I'm going to say it on camera. Is just you want to have a girl, right? You want to have a girl. Let's talk about it. Steph, let's talk about it. You're right here, but
What's going
let's talk about.
This guy's living a secret.
We're the same. We're in the same boat. That's why we're talking. Welcome to Mantalk, Stepz. So, like, one of the things is you said in your goal, you want to get to a place where you're financially stable.
You got me tensing at that, bro.
Relax. There's a point I'm making. So one of the things is through this career choice, right?
You want
to go into making merchandise. You want to go into getting to a place where you're financially stable, starting a life with someone, and you said maybe even not in the UK, right? So with what you're doing now, there's obviously a goal you're getting to.
It's not so mad when you're speaking like a certain girl's name is popping through my head.
Bless her.
No, she's not. It's like, I ain't got no girl's name in my head. I'm open for the DMs. Alright, if anyone come my way, I'll chat to you. Like, let me see what you're saying.
He's 22 and vibrant. Amazing. So, like, shout out to whoever that girl was. You just got sidetracked.
No. She's here.
She can still get.
No, she's in, like, you see the headphones. Like, this
She's
is
just
her,
right
like,
next to
I
you.
even put her on my head. Like, she's got my head. Like, she's there. She's ready. You know, yeah, just like, I'm ready to take her in. If she opens the doors, I'll run.
Steph, she's getting so much airtime right now.
Nah, man.
Shout out to her, though.
Yeah, whoever she is.
Shout out to you.
You have, step. She's running through her mind.
Yeah,
Step in.
Step in the name. Step in the name of
There's
love.
no goal. Wait, hold on. Let's chill. There's no goal. There's no goal. Well, guys, stop. No, there's no goal. Like.
Hey, I didn't know that big group of people.
Yeah,
There's no goal. I'm even mad. There's no goal.
So let's bring it back.
Yeah.
My point is, right, that life you're trying to build with yourself, right?
Yeah.
You decided that this is the avenue you want to go down, the creative avenue, with rap, with comedy. I'm trying to find out, like, what's your target, what's your goal, and how are you using this to achieve that? Like, is it just you that has this, or do you have like a team, or like how does that work?
Obviously, shout out to the man down Fair Street, Ade, shout out to Muller. Like, obviously Tiana, like JTA, like all my brethren, but like we all have we have a tight relationship in it. But as things get tighter, there can be some miscommunication, but we get past these things. We combine.
Yeah.
But it's a thing where, like, I know what I want for me in the future, and I know what I want for them. I want all of us to be successful. I want all of us to do well. But it's all in your own work ethic and your own work rate. Do you get it? That's what my manager showed me anyway. Like, you can't be lazy, innit? So it's a thing where, cool, like, what do I want out of all of this? I don't look at money. Do you get it?
Amazing.
What I look at is fun and happiness. Like, I just want to be happy in life, innit? I don't care about bread. I don't care about interactions. I don't care about views. Like, don't get twisted. The views make what has happened. But, like, I just want to be happy, bro. Like, at the end of the day. Do you get it? So, like, see me, it's like, I'll rather... The only reason why I'm working so hard now is because I'm trying to prove to my mum that, I didn't need this or I didn't need that. And I've kind of proved it to her. Do you get it? So it opens the doors for my little brother. I even have a song with my little brother coming out called Oh No, innit?
Wow.
Like, I made that specifically for him. Like, he would rap the lyrics. I went to the studio, done it, and I said, you know what? I'm going to release this for you. So that when you grow up, you can look back at it and you're like, like, this is me.
Yeah.
Do you get it? But, man, don't do things because I want bread. I do it based on how I feel. So it's like, what am I looking for from it? I'm looking for happiness, and I'm looking for my mental health and that to be like unclouded, like just clear, like I was a kid. Like, one thing about me, I want to feel like how I felt when I used to be at home, and I didn't have to make money. I didn't have to go to school and I was just at home banging games, talking to my friends. That's how I like living, because it's like you have no stress. Like, you're just cool.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, that's why I was talking to you about the girl and things like that,
Yeah.
because I feel like once I get myself someone that I can stay with forever, it's like I'm never gonna leave that person unless, obviously, God forbid they leave me in it. But I know my intentions are good, and I don't want to be the main topic of the environment. I don't want my name in people's mouths. Like, I don't want people to talk about me in any negative way, because I'll never do that to someone else, innit? So I just want someone that I can stay with and know that, rah, like, you are my person. Now let me focus on what I find fun.
Pure heart, man.
Yeah, he's got a pure heart.
Very pure
Ladies,
heart.
you heard it first here on Mantalk.ke. Stepz is step in the streets. Prowling. The question I want to ask you, because you have such cadence.
Was that good? I girls, take me in. I know, was that good? Like, have you? You get me? Was that good?
That was good.
By the way, you're all melanin queens. All the black. I love all of you. Like, you know the black melanin queens. Like,
if you come to Kenya, you're gonna be in trouble.
That live show.
I love the melanin queens, the beautiful black. I love all races. You know what I mean? I love all of you. Do you get it? So obviously, my snap is real steps with Tuesday. Wait, hold on. My snap is real steps with Tuesday. You're gonna hit me? You know what I mean? Like, I'm free. I'm open. Like,
you want to just share your happiness with her. Yeah, that's what you're trying to say.
Obviously, if you want to slam me a message and just say, like, how's your day doing? I reckon that. I'll just say I'm good. I'm good. I'll see you.
You're a dangerous man.
Oh no, I love it.
How? I ain't dangerous.
This is his chance.
No, I mean that, man. Open.
We're really podding.
I might as
now.
well get as much snap as I can. Like,
we're really podding.
We're podding. Like, I know a couple men are gonna listen to this, so I might as well get as much snap as I can. You know what I mean? Add me.
Amazing.
That was about just a serious question. Anyway, I'm still gonna ask it, Stepz.
Alright, cool.
Stepz, man, I just noticed that you speak with a lot of cadence, a lot of confidence, and you have a lot of belief in your ability. And the consequence of that is often that you're put in a position of leadership, which you are. And you're sounding like you said you combine as a team, miscommunication happens, and you have to work through it.
Yeah.
How has it been being so young and being put in a position of leadership? How are you handling that?
You know what? It's nothing that I'm not used to, cause I feel like at the end of the day, even when I was younger, like, obviously, like, before guys try to say, oh, like, you're not no old man, like, bro, I know, like, man's still young, because I know, I'm thinking of comments, like, you know the comments on TikTok, like, I know what comments are like, they're ready to get onto you, do you get it?
Yeah.
So let me just clear that out the way for you haters, do you get it? But anyway, I know I'm not no old man, but it's just a thing where I was once upon a time in my life younger. And when I was younger, I would always take leadership anyway. Like, I would always be the one patterning the cameraman, for instance, or patterning the location, or telling everyone, come here. Do you get it? Or come there, or come, like, let's do this. So it's just a thing. It's nothing I'm not used to, innit?
Yeah.
You're the firstborn.
Yeah.
You're the firstborn.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
It's not like, it's nothing I'm not used to. Like, I always have to go pick up my bro from school, get myself ready, wake up in the morning. Like.
So responsibility is light on your shoulders.
I wouldn't say light. It's still a weight in it, but it's like, it depends how strong you're trying to make yourself before you lift that weight, innit? Like, some people will try to lift the weight and their shoulders will be dropping, like. some people will try to lift the weight and you have to train yourself, innit? Yeah, like, even me,
Shoulders.
that was the shoulders dropping. Sorry, my bad. Let me just strengthen it up. You know what I mean? But obviously, even me, I just feel like I'm ready to take leadership of a lot of things, of anything. Yeah.
With now kind of taking leadership of your career, right, and creating this talented persona online, which is also you in real life, that we've realized. There's also the other side of the coin where you're making a lot of people happy, a lot of people laugh, but naturally, like you've mentioned in the comment section, there's always going to be that 1% that even if you put out gold into the world, they'll find a problem with it. How do you balance and handle that? And is there like a support system when you feel those kind of negative comments? What's the strategy?
I I wouldn't say like I don't want to seem like that guy in it. It's not
Be that guy.
No, but it's not even a strategy. It's just like you're actually just talking bears. Like this is how I look at it. Yeah. Like you comment something negative. What made you comment that? You're right. Like why are you so bored, bro? Like who goes out? Like I personally have never commented anything negative on anyone's post, even if someone has done something bad. What's me commenting going to like? I understand it can make a difference to a lot of things, but I'm just not someone that puts negativity out in it. I will never comment on. I'll never post something negative about someone. I'll never do none of that stuff in it. So it's like when people comment stuff like, like I clocked the internet is just like the haters are people that just want to see you down. Like they want to see you. They want to get a reaction out of you. Yeah. Did you get it? Like I clocked it from when I started going live. When I started going live, I'll see certain comments like, your hat's fake. This, that, obviously. You know what I mean? You can't really be talking about mine. At the end of the day, it's just like not like man's gonna be cocky. People will be like, obviously, first of all, this is not even my hat. I'll say that live. I don't care. Yeah. This is my brethren's hat. Yeah. Do you get it? Yeah. For all the girls that think it's mine, it's not. What are you gonna do? Nothing. You're gonna talk to me? Yeah. This is not my hat. At the end, okay, no, I'm not gonna say you're still gonna talk. You might not talk to me. I'm actually get it. But at the end of the day,
this man is the single man I've seen.
Yeah. At the end of the day, this is not my hat. Yeah. So the comment that you've now made is irrelevant.
Yeah. It's like, you landed.
It's like, you talking about my jacket, for instance. The jacket's fake. Why does it have 2 badges? 70th anniversary Montclair, bro. You don't know. Yeah. Like my thing is
educate yourself.
Yeah. Like my thing is a lot of people talk like, Stepz is 4'11". Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, me, I actually like the fact that like especially your videos, the fact that you're 4'11" is actually what makes it so funny for me as a tall person. I'll tell you, like, because
I'm not 4'11".
I'm not 4'11". Like being 5'1", 5'2".
I'm not 5'1". No,
he means 4'1".
Last year, I don't ever do that. Listen, don't do that, Roski. Because I don't get on to you now. Let's not do that. Because my hair, you see my hair is PG. Yeah. You get me, yeah? I got hair on my scalp.
I am enjoying this podcast. No. Anyway, like, you see your videos. There's a way you shoot them. And when you're used to, like, there's a perspective you shoot it with, especially my favorite one, the one I always tell you about, where it's like, it's time for curfew. And like someone's sitting down and there's like, you see the phone ring and then takes it to studio. Then you see he's taller than you.
Yeah.
So you see Stepz.
Yeah.
He's just looking at
it's like,
mommy.
You get it? My thing is, I've never ever cared about people's opinions about me, bro.
Of course,
Because in real life, it's different.
Yeah.
Someone will call you short online. They'll see real life. They might call you short. It's like, what
does that change?
What does that change?
Yeah.
Like, am I meant to be upset?
Yeah, because
like,
you're still
me,
cool.
Bro.
Yeah. And you've turned it into a strength. That's what I was getting at. Like, that perspective shot I've not seen it anywhere. Yeah. There's a lot of originality. There's a lot of authenticity. Yeah. And there's a lot of thinking behind that piece of content. Yeah. And like when, for those of us who are in content for a while, you start to understand what you're getting at. And the fact that someone's perspective is, someone who's like taller, shorter, you're playing with height and you're playing with the reality.
Let me give advice to some short people right now, innit? This is to my short community. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Cool. When someone calls you short, in comments or in real life, they say, you're short, bro. Why is it instantly a negative thing? Like, why do people see it as a cuss? Do you get it? And the reason why I say this is, you tell someone that they're short, like, it's like you want them to give you a reaction. Now let's say, if I say, oh, bro, like, I don't care, like, it is what it is. They will now say, why are you angry, bro? It's okay, like, you're short, like, people, like, they'll get onto you more, like, do you know what I'm trying to say? If you now say, like, if you act sarcastic and say, okay, I'm 5'7", so like they will then say something else.
Yeah, they want that.
Like
back and
they will
forth.
say something like it's
Yeah.
always something that's so pushed to be negative.
Mm.
You get it? So it's a thing where one thing I've clocked is when you're short, you're done. Like there's nothing you can do anyway.
It's finished.
Like, I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, where's the camera? You're done. You're done.
Yeah.
It's like when you're short, people are gonna say like girls will give like you can talk to a girl and have no conversation about height. The girl will say, wait, so how is it that you're fat? Like no, they'll say something like, oh, you talk to a girl, you have no conversation about height. They'll be like, no, it's okay though. I can talk to a 5'7" guy. Like, what do you mean? Like, why are you saying it as if it's sympathetic?
Yeah.
Why do you
it's not a disability.
Yeah, like,
I hear you. Yeah.
I don't care like that.
And you're very charismatic. I'll
Yeah.
give you that. Huge charisma.
Yeah.
So like,
as a short king myself, I hear you. Come on now.
You know? I give them the shot of the shoulders. You know what I mean? Hey, come on.
Do you know what I learned to do when I was in school?
Yeah.
I realized the power, if you make someone repeat themselves 3 times, everything goes. If someone tries to insult you, you say, sorry, what? And they say it 3 after the 3rd time, they seem stupid repeating it the 4th time. That's another little technique. What? Sorry. What? The 3rd time, they're not going to repeat themselves again.
Well, for me, there was whenever I was made fun of, there's another technique, and I'd ask you to repeat yourself, but you better not.
Yeah.
There's another technique. I'm not gonna say it on camera. What did you say?
Well, you're talking about on that side. Yeah.
Wait, that's yours.
Did you see his video? Did you see the video? Of course you did. The video he made about being the victim. The victim speaks up.
Yeah.
When someone's like, push me, he'll say, hey.
I'll push you. What are you gonna do now? Like that. Literally.
Oh man.
So, Stepz, I've realized like your perspective is so black and white, right?
Yeah.
It's very like, this is my reality. This is what this is. There's not much gray area.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm guessing that's because of the people you surrounded yourself with.
Yeah.
Like we've mentioned, you know, growing up like in the Ghanaian household, maybe that kind of strength has come from there, right?
Yeah.
But one of the things on this podcast we talk about a lot of the time is like mental health, especially for black men. And me and Oscar, it's very rare, but I would say we're from a slightly different generation. Like there's a few years between us, right? And we've realized when we were coming up when we were your age, there was not very many conversations like with our groups of friends around how our mental health is until we got older.
Yeah.
At the moment now, with you being the age that you are, with the people that you're hanging around with, and having resources like the internet, TikTok, articles where you can go and you can see lots of reference points about like people that have gone through mental health. What are the conversations like about mental health? Are these conversations you have with your peers at the moment, especially being online?
To be honest with you, I'm not someone that discusses my mental health with people. Reason being is because it's a very sensitive topic. Like, I don't really talk to my friends about how I feel. I don't have no one to talk to about how I feel. Do you get it? Like,
Right.
like that's why I kept talking about the girl. Like, do you get it? Like, I feel like I could open myself to a girl. Obviously, to the man them it's different. Like, I can tell the man them like raw, like you're violating or like that. I'll never ever. I don't know. Like, I've just been built into this person where it's like no one cares, bro. Like, no one actually cares at the end of the day. Like, there's a lot of people that do not care. Like if I now I now get like stabbed, for instance, God forbid, in Jesus' name I rebuke. Cool. If I now get stabbed, for instance, and I run into a shop and say, yo, I've been stabbed, I'm dying. Like, no one's gonna, like, the guy's gonna tell you get out of the shop. Do you get it? Bro, what? You don't know? Have you not seen videos? Like,
What? Yeah.
Bro, people, like, I've realized in this life, people do not care. The only people that care are the people that actually have built like love for you. What, like, not even love on some well, I got my bro, like, oh, that's my family. I'm talking about real love to the point where like you feel open to say everything about you, how you feel. Me right now, there's no one that I feel open to, like, to how I feel. Like, I can't speak to anyone and tell them everything.
So how do you handle it?
Yeah.
Music.
I would urge you, because
No.
Wait,
Hey,
let me finish the
hold
sentence.
yeah.
Because I've realized as we're talking, you have the confidence. You've been a leader
Yeah.
in your group, right? And I feel like if there was going to be a person in a group to start the conversation,
It would be
it would
you.
probably be you.
Yeah.
From what I'm hearing, from
Yeah.
the fact that you can define a career, the fact that you can have a lot of people around you and you lead,
Yeah.
you can make people laugh online. When it comes to negative comments, you can block that and you can carry on. I feel like you could be the guy. Do you think you could be the guy in your group
Yeah, yeah,
to start
yeah,
the conversation?
Yeah. Like, if my brethren were here right now, like, obviously they're probably gonna watch this or hear this, innit? But if my brethren were here right now, they will probably tell you, like, I'm the one that's never in the problem. Like, I'm always the one that gets called into the problem to see what's happening. Like, my brethren will call me or add me to something to validate what's going on, like, to understand the situation.
balance,
Like,
yeah.
I'll tell my brethren, brother, you're wrong. This is where you went wrong. Do you get it? Even if I don't know the next man. Do you get it? Like, I'm the person that will say, rah, like, you violated here, but obviously I see where this went and I understand why. But at the end of the day, this is the result. Do you get it?
So
Like,
but what you're saying essentially is that you can't compromise your own stability because you being stable is what keeps the group together.
yeah.
But you don't have anyone who's
person.
keeping
You
you
get
stable.
it? So if I was now to be the person that is on some, I don't care. Like, obviously some of my friends are angry, like overly angry. Some of my friends just don't give a toss. Like, do you get it? If I was to be one of them, there would be no stable in the group. We would have fell out.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
bro, ask my brethren. Bro, I swear, like, my brethrens, yeah, like, my two closest brethrens, like, they would have fell out, bro, like, if I was not part of the group. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Because I'm that middleman, but then, because I'm that middleman, a lot of things, like, when you're a middleman, it's like, not that you get taken for granted, but it's like, you do, bro, like, people feel like he's nice anyway, so he won't do this to me.
Yeah.
You get it?
Isn't music always going to be enough to be an outlet, do you think?
No, hence why I'm looking for the
For the gal them. Yeah.
No, not even the girl. I'm just the right person. Like,
Yeah.
do you get it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's a dangerous thing, don't you think? Like,
No, I'm not looking for it, but if it comes, in it. Like,
yeah, in the sense that, like, if you start to enter a relationship without having created a support system on your own, what you might end up being in is a codependent or dependent relationship.
no, that's true. But I started realizing that I can't. Okay, hold on. Let me show. I got rid of a specific person recently. Like a long talking stage, innit? And I basically said, like, raw, like, I just don't feel like I'm not about to put energy into something when I'm not feeling like I'm getting that reciprocated energy. I'm not about to tell you how I feel if you're gonna use it for granted. So once you cut yourself off those ties, it's like you're free again. So right now I feel free, and it's like when I find that person, I'm not gonna let that happen again.
Imagine Stepz sending you that text just before he's about to blow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but
that
like,
take care text.
he says that
safe.
good old take care. Yeah, but like,
Yeah.
this is our perspective, because my perspective is this: you are a leader. You're in a position of leadership. It comes with weight. Comes with responsibility. Are there any mentors you've identified, like people who are in the same space you're in? Let's say you see that internet, the way someone's crushing the internet, crushing the things you've been wanting to do, acting, comedy.
Yeah.
And who's, let's say, a generation higher than you.
Yeah.
Have you had the opportunity to say, I want to learn from you?
Yeah,
Okay.
bro. I met Michael Dapper recently. And that he used to go to my school, innit?
Wow.
Bro, we had a deep conversation.
I knew it.
Like,
There it is.
You can tell him, like, bro, we had a deep conversation.
Yeah.
Like, I've met Miss Banks and a couple other people, AJ Tracy. Like, they're all good people. But it's like, Michael Dapper is someone I've met, and it's not just been about fun.
Yeah.
Like, although I like it to be just fun.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
We spoke about deep things that, like, a lot, and he was just teaching me everything he's been through and whatnot, and just showing me that, oh, you can't be in this headspace and rat-tat-tat. And I was like, I took his advice, innit?
Yeah.
And it helped me.
Yeah.
Some people might not get the chance to sit down with someone like Michael, who's got to the height he has in his career, and maybe he didn't have somebody that he could talk to. But one of our purposes of this podcast is when there's a younger kid, a 17-year-old with the same amount of talent that you have, that might not have access. One of our big things is being a bridge between conversations. They might not have access to someone like Michael, someone like you. So what's one piece of advice that he gave you, the number one thing, or the top 3 things that you could now pass on to one of the youngins that will be watching this?
To younger Stepz.
Yeah.
Lil Stepz.
Yeah.
Stepz Jr.
One piece of advice that Michael Dapper gave me that I took on board is that you are your own value. At the end of the day, if there was no one on this planet, it's you. You have to graft for your food. You have to graft for like where you're gonna sleep. You have to do everything by yourself. Don't get it twisted. The help is around, but just never forget that you are your value. Like once you realize that you are your value, that does not mean you should be cocky, but it will put you in situations where you start understanding this person can't treat me like this, or this person can't do that to me, or I should be treating this person like this. Once you understand that, it's like you become a higher person because you start seeing yourself better. It's all about self-confidence, isn't it? Like, as much as you think you have self-confidence, you can think it, as you could say, and when you first met me, you both said, I'm not a confident guy. Or I seem shy or whatever. Do I seem shy now too?
No, you do not. No,
you get
you
it?
don't. Yeah.
It's about, for me, I read this room, innit? So I'll read a situation, read the room, see if I mess with you as people, and then that will give you like the response that you get from me. It's being observant. Do you get it? But then at the same time, when you're being observant, don't be pessimistic and think everything's negative first.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
So just live up to your value, innit?
Incredible.
Powerful. One last question. And I want to thank you, by the way.
Shout out to Michael Dapper for that advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, shout out to Michael Dapper because, like, I think that's the thing. When you've given us your story, that was the gap. You know, the fact that I feel like you've done so much on your own and you've literally like willed yourself to where you are right now. And the next level is probably with the Michael Dapper, the Miss Banks. That's where you're headed. That's your next stage. And the fact that you have access to them is such a powerful thing. And I think that you even coming here and telling your story, dog, like it's such a strong story, like about, you know, self-motivation, caring, just you thinking about the circumstances that you're in and wanting to change that, revolutionizing TikTok, because I feel like your content is hilarious. And like being a young leader, because I think it's very rare for us to give platforms to people who are like figuring life out from where you've come from and trying to understand what's really been going on. For example, when you started speaking about school in the beginning, I was like, hold on, it's not a vice. School is a good thing. And now you explaining that you found a way to make it outside of the school system and you're willing to take it to the next level with a group of people means 100. That you will strengthen your community. You're going to be the change that many people in your life will want to see and will need to see. And so I wanted to thank you for coming. You didn't have to.
Trust me.
A guy boy pulled up in Montclair. So thank you so much for coming, and we really wish you nothing but the best going forward. And if ever you want those, you know, Kenyan likes,
bring them my way. You know what I mean? I'm ready.
Just let us know if you're in the vicinity. We'll definitely take care of you. And the last question we usually ask each guest is, what's one piece of content, whether it's a movie, a book, an idea that you'd leave for us to benefit from?
Wait, for you to benefit from?
Us, the audience. The audience.
Like, what's a piece of
content?
I've got my EP coming out.
Ooh, nice.
How can I forget about that?
Yeah.
But yeah, I got my EP coming out. Obviously, the song with my little brother. Made a song with my little brother, the one I told you about, whatever. That isn't necessarily a song I'm like, this is the hardest song in the world. But it's like, this is a sentimental song for me. For me personally, innit?
Yeah, man, it's sentimental.
It's a lit song. It's hard. You get it. Yeah, man. I value that song highly. For that, you should listen to it. My EP's coming. Step by Stepz. It's called Step by Step.
Nice.
Yeah. So tune into that as well. steppers, my shoes, school shoes.
yes.
I already explained that one, to be honest.
Mm.
But yeah, man, I got shoes coming out.
Mhm.
So stay focused for that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, Twitch as well. I'm starting Twitch.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Nice.
it's
Yeah,
a wrap.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Yeah.
Yeah. It's clever.
No, amazing, bro. I can't wait to see. Hopefully, we get to have another conversation in a few years' time. When I'm back here, I'm very curious to see where your career will be because I think it's got some incredible potential, man. And you've done amazing so far. And I can't wait to see where your kind of clarity in what you want to do takes you. So thanks for making the time. And for people that are watching, I hope you've enjoyed this episode
Half as much as we enjoyed it.
because we had a ball.
Like, share, subscribe.
Come
Trust
on.
me,
Just
subscribe.
gonna leave-
and
just gonna
that.
leave
Wait,
it.
Subscribe and
wait,
that.
This
Just
is
gonna
not the
leave-
camera. Where's the
just gonna
camera?
Your camera is right here.
Okay, subscribe and that.
Just gonna leave me.
Get me.
Just gonna leave me hanging. That's been.
Oh, no. So let me just. Now you got 2 for the price of 1. Did you get it? GG.
Okay, see you next
cheers.
week, guys.
Bye.
Cheers.